You're watching the news on Mirror now. I'm Amata Balachandra. Let's take a look at the top headlines.
पेशेंट्स आते हैं, एजिटेटेड होते हैं, रीजन उनका हमें समझ में आता है, लेकिन वायलेंस कोई रीजन नहीं है.
We want some implementation, visible implementation, then only this agitation will stop.
Patients suffer as Delhi's resident doctors protest intensifies. Doctors take protest to the Secretariat, say won't call off strike unless Delhi Health Minister Satyendra Jain meets them. And national capital continues to be unsafe for women. Freelance journalist brutally attacked during her evening walk by a group of assailants. Straight up to our top news, we have an exclusive news break here on Mirror Now. A BMC probe has found 6 contractors and 3 third-party auditors guilty in the desilting scam. Why we're reporting this? Now, desilting ensures that drains are clean and choke-free before the rains and is hence essential to prevent waterlogging in the city. Those found guilty have siphoned off money to the tune of 25 crore rupees from the BMC. Now, what we also hear is that the BMC Commissioner Ajay Mehta will issue show-cause notices to the guilty by next week. Disha Shah gets us exclusive details.
6 contractors and 3 third-party auditors have been found guilty in the inquiry report of the desilting scam. Of course, what we learn exclusively from the top senior civic officials in the BMC is that very soon, by next week, the BMC Commissioner is going to issue show-cause notices to all the 6 contractors and 3 third-party auditors involved and mentioned in the inquiry report. In fact, what we understand is that this scam runs into the tune of 25 crore rupees. This is not the first time. This is the second scam which has come to light in the past 3 years. The first scam ran into 35 crore rupees. And now what we understand is that this scam had come to light just a month ago, where none of the contractors showed up despite floating tenders thrice to clean the minor nalas. So, of course, BMC started making inquiry, and of course the commissioner found out that there's a big nexus going on here. So he had asked to compile a report, he had asked a detailed report, and on Friday an inquiry report was tabled in front of him where 6 contractors have been found guilty. And of course now the inquiry will go on against them, and if found guilty, then criminal proceedings will also take place. This is Shasha for Mirror Now.
Meanwhile, in Delhi on World Health Day, the national capital is in the midst of a severe public health crisis. Now, the resident doctors' protest, now in day 5, has only intensified. Resident doctors of 18 public hospitals marched to the Delhi Secretariat today, demanding an audience with Delhi Health Minister Satyendra Jain. Now, the doctors are protesting the lack of security in public hospitals, which puts them at risk of attack from patients' relatives. Milan Sharma, who was at the Secretariat earlier today, gets us more details.
On day 5 of the doctors' strike in New Delhi today, the Resident Doctors Association from 18 hospitals in Delhi have come and they are standing outside the Delhi Secretariat. Their only demand today is that they want to meet Health Minister Satyendra Jain, and that they will not leave without meeting him today. So there are a lot of doctors who have gathered here who have simply to say that they want better facilities, better infrastructure, and to increase the number of doctors on duty, which is why they feel that patients are agitated and who come and assault them. Currently, they do not want to meet the State Health Secretary. They will only speak to the Health Minister. Also, paints a very sorry picture. Today is World Health Day as well, and the caregivers or saviors of lakhs of people are out on the streets, standing here since last 2 hours in the blazing sun, have nothing else to do but stand here for their demands to be met. In New Delhi, this is Milan Sharma for Mirror Now.
We got the minutes of meeting, but we want to meet Health Minister first, because lots of problems, lots of flaws in that minutes. We have not discussed, they have not discussed the issues, other issues on that minutes. So we want elaborate minutes in that.
Yesterday you were here, your contingent came here, but you were not able to meet the secretary or ministers. Tell us about that.
Yesterday night we came here, but everybody has gone from the secretariat, and they called us and they told us just come and meet us. So our representative was over here, but nobody was here at that time, at near about 7:30 p.m.
बेसिकली हम लोगों की स्ट्राइक सिर्फ इसके रिगार्डिंग है कि हॉस्पिटल्स में डॉक्टर्स जब ड्यूटी पे होते हैं तो कोई सिक्योरिटी नहीं होती है, किसी तरह के हम लोगों को गार्ड्स नहीं प्रोवाइड किए जाते हैं, पेशेंट्स आते हैं एजिटेटेड होते हैं, रीज़न उनका हमें समझ में आता है, लेकिन वायलेंस कोई रीज़न नहीं है।
तो हमारा बहुत मेन प्रॉब्लम इक्विपमेंट, लैक ऑफ इक्विपमेंट और लैक ऑफ इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर भी है। अदर देन सिक्योरिटी, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर भी इंप्रूव होगा तो ऑटोमेटिकली दोनों आपस में रिलेटेड हैं। इफ इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर इज बेटर, पेशेंट विल बी मोर सेटिस्फाइड।
हम चाहते हैं गवर्नमेंट से जो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है, जो वो प्रॉमिस कर रहे हैं, वो एडुकेट प्रोवाइड करे, प्लस जो है हमारी सिक्योरिटी वो दे। ये दोनों के बेनिफिट है, डॉक्टर्स के लिए भी और पेशेंट के लिए भी।
We demand that government should take some concrete and solid action, and this time we are not in favor of that we get some conclusion or some promises. We want some implementation, visible implementation, then only this agitation will stop.
In the meantime, the ongoing deadlock seems to continue as the Delhi police says Delhi Health Minister Satyendra Jain is not available for meeting with doctors, but protesting doctors can speak to Health Secretary instead. Doctors, however, refuse. They say that they will only meet the Health Minister. In the meantime, these Delhi protests come just weeks after protests by resident doctors in Mumbai state had met several demands made by the Mumbai resident doctors. But now the Bombay High Court has expressed displeasure over the attacks on doctors at civic and government hospitals. The Bombay High Court on Thursday has in fact directed the state government to submit CCTV footage of assaults at Thane Civil Hospital and the government hospital in Dhule so that the court can take strict action against these culprits.
Doctors across Maharashtra went on strike to protest the attacks on their colleagues.
Security is beefed up in KEM, Nair, Sain and all the hospitals across the state. And yes, resident doctors are definitely happy by the step taken by this government and our administration.
Yes, we do have security and they are only allowing people with passes to enter the ward building.
One channel took up the issue.
Mirror Now Impact, finally the BMC and the authorities and the state government authorities have implemented an additional forces to provide security to these doctors.
One channel demanded results.
I would like to thank on behalf of all residents to the media, Mirror Now.
The Maharashtra government heard our voices.
Mirror Now channel और फायर डिसूजा जी, उनका मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करूंगा। उन्होंने इस टॉपिक को कंटिन्यूसली लिया, फॉलोअप करते हुए लिया।
Mirror Now Impact. Mirror Now.
Moving on now to a shocking story coming in from the national capital's Amar Colony, where a man was stabbed nearly 24 times to death. As per the police, the accused, who was a neighbor of the dead man, Kushi Ram, attacked him over an old grudge.
ये बीती रात 6 और 7 अप्रैल की बीती रात का इंसिडेंट है, जिसमें करीबन 10:15 बजे रात को SHO ओखला इंडस्ट्रियल एरिया अतुल कुमार से बज़ारिया फ़ोन मेरे को सूचना दी गई कि एक ऐसा शख्स जिसकी बाद में शनाख्त बालकरण यादव के नाम से हुई, ये मोदी मिल फ्लाईओवर के नीचे भागते हुए आ रहा था। पूरे कपड़े जो है खून में लथपथ थे, हाथ में काफ़ी लंबा चाकू था जो खून में लथपथ था, और पीछे इसके पब्लिक भाग रही थी चिल्लाते हुए। हेड कांस्टेबल जितेंद्र, जिसकी प्रेजेंट पोस्टिंग अभी पुलिस स्टेशन ओखला इंडस्ट्रियल एरिया में है, ये वहाँ से गुजर रहा था अपनी ड्यूटी ख़त्म करने के बाद। तो इसने जब देखा, तो मोटरसाइकिल पे था, अकेला था, इसने जब देखा कि ऐसे लोग भाग रहे हैं तो इसने उसको रोकने के लिए कहा। इसके कहने पे वो शख्स रुक तो गया, लेकिन रुकते ही उसने सीधे धमकी हेड कांस्टेबल जितेंद्र को दी कि मेरे सामने से हट जा, नहीं तो तेरे को मार दूंगा। क्योंकि इसके हाथ में खून में लथपथ चाकू था, कपड़े भी खून में सने हुए थे। जो लोग इसके पीछे भाग रहे थे वो इसके पीछे खड़े हो गए, उनमें से किसी की हिम्मत नहीं हुई आगे आने की। मौके पे हेड कांस्टेबल जितेंद्र ने काफ़ी सूझबूझ दिखाई, काफ़ी हिम्मत दिखाई। इसको लगा कि ये इसके हाथ में चाकू है, ये लोगों पे भी वार कर सकता है, इसके ऊपर भी वार कर सकता है। तो सेल्फ डिफेंस में इसको डराने की नीयत से जो रिवॉल्वर, जो पिस्टल इसको ऑफिशियल वेपन दिया हुआ था, इसको निकाल के इसने कहा कि अब इससे आगे तू नहीं बढ़ेगा, रुक जाएगा। जब इसने देखा कि पिस्टल सामने है तो वहाँ से सड़क छोड़ के रेलिंग पार करके रेलवे स्टेशन की तरफ भागने की कोशिश की। इस दौरान इसने हाथ में जब पिस्टल देखी हेड कांस्टेबल जितेंद्र की, तो एक पत्थर भी उठा के इसके ऊपर मारा है। जब ये भागने की कोशिश कर रहा था रेलिंग क्रॉस करने की, तब हेड कांस्टेबल जितेंद्र ने भाग के इसको पीछे से पकड़ा, इसको ओवर पावर किया और ज़मीन में गिरा लिया।
But while the police is quick to claim credit for quick action, the deceased family accused the police of inaction and apathy. The family alleges that the accused Balkaran Yadav was in fact arrested in 2013 for molesting the victim's daughter and attacking the family. He was sentenced to a year in jail. Now the family alleges that after his release from jail, Yadav continued harassing the family.
Even after Delhi police says that their alert head constable apprehended the suspect who was running away after stabbing Khushi Ram for more than 24 times, the family says that even after repeated complaint, once the accused were out on bail, no one from the police station listened to them. And after which, the family had to suffer the biggest loss of their life. The victim's family has been saying that these incidences of molestation and eve-teasing are very common for these people who are living in the slum.
बालकरण छेड़खानी करता था, रास्ते में खड़ा होकर करता था, चुम्मा फुलाइन किस करता रहता था। और तो मेरी बहनों ने कंप्लेंट करी तो जो मेरी बहन को मारने भागा, उसमें हमने कंप्लेंट करी तो उसको जेल में बंद कर दिया। फिर भी उसने फुलाइन किस करी, धमकी दे रहा था वो। और तब वहाँ से आए तो मतलब जब जेल से छूट के आया तो फिर धमकी दी उसने, घर भागे। फिर मेरी बहन को स्कूल गया, किसी से गैस दवाई से, फिर ऐसी धमकी देता कि हमने कंप्लेंट भी करी लेकिन कोई जवाब नहीं मिला उसका।
पुलिस खड़े हुए मुंह देख रही थी, मेरे पापा नीचे गिरे हुए थे। उन्होंने ये भी नहीं कहा कि गाड़ी में उठा के उन्हें डाले पहले कि उनकी जान बच जाए। उन्होंने ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं करा। पुलिस वाले सारे मुंह देख रहे थे खड़े होके और पब्लिक भी। जब मैं चिल्लाने लगी मेरे पापा को उठाओ, पापा को उठाओ, जब जाके इन्होंने बहुत देर में, जब मेरी मम्मी आई पूरी तरह से रोने लगी, जब जाके गाड़ी में बैठाया उन्हें पापा को, जब तक उनकी सांस टूट चुकी थी।
इनका पहले तो छोटा सा झगड़ा चलता था, आपस में मोहल्ले पड़ोस का था। मैं कई बार इनका कंप्रोमाइज कराया आया था। तो इन्होंने खुशीराम के ऊपर एक अटैक किया था, उसमें जो है इनकी चोटें काफ़ी लगी थी, पुलिस केस भी हुआ था। फिर उसके बाद जो है इनकी एक बेटी है, उसको धमकी देते थे, छेड़ाखानी उसके रास्ते में करते थे, स्कूल कॉलेज जाती थी तो वहाँ दिक्कत करते थे। तो इसकी कंप्लेंट पुलिस को कर दी थी। तो इसी गुस्से में इन्होंने ये काम करा।
Moving on now, a gruesome attack on a female journalist in the national capital. 45-year-old freelance journalist Aparna Kalra was attacked by unidentified men when she was out for a daily evening walk in a nearby park. Now, this incident happened in the Bharat Nagar area of northwest Delhi. Aparna sustained serious injuries on her brain and skull. Police have nabbed one of the suspects. Now, Bhavatosh gets us more details.
The crime branch will now assist the local police in the case involving assault on a senior journalist. The crime branch has been told to crack this case as soon as possible. Aparna Kalra was taking a walk in this park in northwest Delhi when she was attacked by unidentified assailants. What was the reason behind this assault and who were involved is still to be probed by the police. Meanwhile, Aparna Kalra is in a critical condition. She is not fit to record a statement. The police are trying to find a witness in this case who can assist them. In fact, so far, no eyewitness have come forward to record his statement. The only person who has recorded his statement was the one who found Aparna Kalra in an unconscious state.
Welcome back. You're watching the news on Mirror. Now let's take a look at some news from across the nation. In a rare gesture, Prime Minister Narendra Modi broke official protocol and reached Indira Gandhi International Airport to welcome his Bangladeshi counterpart Sheikh Hasina. This is Hasina's first visit to India since Modi became the PM in 2014. The two leaders are expected to sign 25 agreements. A day after Union Minister Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi triggered a massive row by denying the alleged lynching of a cow herder in Alwar, the opposition tore into the Treasury bench claiming that the government was undermining the Rajya Sabha every day. Meanwhile, Naqvi said that it was wrong to look at the recent string of incidents with a communal colour. Waters of the Jhelum started receding since Friday morning, easing fears of the flood in South and Central Kashmir. Prime Minister also spoke to the JNK Chief Minister, assuring her of all possible assistance in dealing with the flood situation. Meanwhile, in Uttar Pradesh, ruckus erupted during the proceedings of the Allahabad Nagar Nigam after BJP councillors demanded that a new rule be passed under which the House proceedings would start with the national song Vande Mataram and end with the national anthem. Some councillors objected to this proposal, leading to disruption in the House. And in the 64th National Film Awards held on Friday, Neerja, directed by Ram Madhvani, was declared the best Hindi feature film. Sonam Kapoor also got a special mention for her performance in Neerja. Akshay Kumar bagged the Best Actor award for Rustam, while Ajay Devgan directed Shivai won the award for Best VFX. Filmmaker Shujit Sirkar won the award for Pink under the category Best Film on Social Issues. Moving on now to the ongoing Kaveri water dispute that we've been following closely here on Mirror Now. The Apex Court has dismissed Karnataka's review petition. The plea, in fact, sought revision of the Supreme Court order, which had asked Karnataka to release 2,000 cusecs of water daily to Tamil Nadu. Shrija gets us more details.
In a major blow to the Karnataka government, the Supreme Court on Friday dismissed the review petition on the Kaveri water. In fact, what we understand is that right now Karnataka is reeling under severe drought. Very recently, there was a data released by CM Siddaramaiah himself where he told that out of 170 districts, 167 districts have been drought hit. Also, we need to understand that Bengaluru city itself is reeling under severe water crisis, and in the review petition, clearly Karnataka had mentioned in the Supreme Court saying that they are not in a position, the state is not in a position to release water to the neighbouring state Tamil Nadu. However, what we understand as far as the October verdict is concerned, according to the Supreme Court, Karnataka will have to continue to release 2,000 cusecs of water until further orders to Tamil Nadu. In Bengaluru, Shrija for Mirror Now.
Moving on now, close to 42,000 B.E.S.T employees have threatened to go on an indefinite strike if B.E.S.T does not scrap the existing revival plan for the public bus service. They demand that there is no need for a revival plan. Instead, Mumbai's civic body BMC should merge B.E.S.T's budget with its own to help it overcome the financial crisis. Disha Shah caught up with the B.E.S.T union leader Shashank Rao. Listen in.
The proposal that the B.E.S.T has put forward for the committee to approve, saying that it's a revival program or it will save costs, along with all other measures, they have proposed to freeze our derivative allowance, which increases as per the cost of living index every month. And that too, they want to take it back to 2015 index and freeze it there, which will mean that minimum reduction of 2,000 to 2,500 rupees in each employee's salary. Secondly, they want to do away with the medical allowance. They want to scrap the allowances given for the children's education. They want to bring the retirement age to 55, which is today at 58. They don't want to give any new increment or any new wage agreement till 2021, that is 4 years from today. So all such measures are absolutely illegal. They want to get in voluntary retirement scheme or compulsory retirement scheme. They want to outsource a lot of services, so which is absolutely wrong.
The BMC commissioner has gone on record and said that they are ready to help the B.E.S.T unless and until they come up with a innovative and revival plan. So according to you, if this revival plan does not work, if you say that these terms and conditions are really illegal, so what according to you are the solutions to revive the B.E.S.T?
Simple. The BMC should provide money for this service in their budget. As I said, they have provided 2,300 crores for education. They should provide certain amount of money for the transport services, which they don't want to do. The BMC has more than 61,000 crores in fixed deposits, for which it earns more than 4,000 crores a year as interest, and they can't provide a simple thing. Now the difference, what they say as loss every year in B.E.S.T for providing such subsidized services is approximately nearing 200 crores only. The whole expenditure of the B.E.S.T, whole expenditure is around 1,700 crores, which is hardly negligible considering.
BMC is ready to fund. BMC is ready to fund.
No, they are not. They have not made any budget provisions. They should make a budget provision. And secondly, any revival measures, how can revival measures mean cutting off salaries which are existing? How can this trend be said? This trend is nowhere in the world. How can you cut an existing salary and say it is revival? Tomorrow you will say work for free and the whole money is saved. So this is not done. That is why we have noted our protest.
On to some news from Bengaluru now. Residents of Bengaluru's Richmond Town, Lavelle Road and Langford Road are up in arms against the schools in their locality. Here's why. Tired of traffic snarls caused by parents picking up or dropping off their wards, these residents are now demanding the city allocate more buses to service these schools.
Actually, buses are not the problem. The problem is that the rest of the children have to either be picked up by their parents or they use private vans, school vans.
The BMTC has also offered to deploy 300 buses. But the schools have to take the initiative and form a coalition and make sure that the center of the city is demotorized in the daytime, so that leading to a better quality of life, lowered air pollution and a peace of mind for all people here.
The residents can't get out of their homes during the peak traffic hours during the school. So we really request the schools to take this seriously for the next academic year. The traffic police have been coming. If we call them, they're very prompt. They do come, and at times like exam times and all, they have been trying to man, but the people don't really listen to them.
That's a wrap on the news here on Mirror Now. Stay with us.